Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Hailey Bieber, social media trolls, and online harassment. Hailey Bieber, who is the wife of Justin Bieber, posted a TikTok video. And in that video, she addresses commenters who are, for whatever reason, harassing her and aggravating her over her appearance with Justin Bieber at the 2022 Grammys, where people were speculating that she was pregnant. And apparently these folks that are trolling are fans of Selena Gomez, who was previously with Justin Bieber, and they are just causing aggravation for Hailey. And so Hailey made this TikTok video and posted it as a result.
Leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone, please. Enough time has gone by where it's valid to leave me alone. I beg of you, truly. That's my only request. Leave me alone. Be miserable somewhere else, please.
Now, clearly there have been movements to try to limit the amount of harassment that can be made on social media. There's been people trying to look at Instagram and the bullying that goes on there, and obviously now we're starting to see more of that type of harassment on TikTok. And the fact that this is a public figure doesn't necessarily give people the right to be able to harass, to stalk, and to commit any types of harassing behavior. Now, obviously, there's certain heights and standards for things like defamation, libel, slander, where public figures are involved, where people are able to make statements that are protected by the First Amendment, even negative statements, unless there's actual malice. But harassment in any of its forms is not protected speech. And in fact, there's a federal statute that makes it a crime to engage in online cyberbullying and harassment. This code section makes it a federal crime to engage in online harassment with the intent to cause or is reasonably likely to cause emotional distress. So all of these people who are bombarding Hailey with the intent of harassing, now again, that doesn't necessarily mean just making any negative statements. That's protected free speech. But if it's over and over and constant, there is potential for cyber stalking here in these cases. And it's something important for all of us to know, because we're all going to have trolls from time to time. We're all going to have people who disagree with us, and that's okay. But it's not okay for people to engage in harassment. So then the question becomes, how do we prove harassment? Well, the best way to do that is to document, is write it down, keep a journal of it, take a picture. You can take a screenshot of the comment that shows the date and the time that it was posted with the handle of the person that posted it. And again, it may be some anonymous. That's usually how they do it, because most cyber bullies are cowards. But most of the time they don't have that. But it may be able to be traced back to someone. But keep a regular journal, and even online journal, by taking pictures of all of these things and keeping them to help build your case. The more you document, the more likely it is that you're going to be protected. Now, the next step to take is that once you have all of that stuff documented, every online service, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of them have different ways to allow you to be able to report cyber bullies. And so the next step would be, now that you have all of that documented, the next step would be to report them so that Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube can deal with that, and hopefully get them removed from the channel. You can obviously submit the documentation that you have as well. But if it's getting to the point of pure cyberbullying, the next step would then be to take that documentation to the authorities. And obviously, if it's a federal offense, your regular police officers are probably not going to be the ones that ultimately deal with it, but they may be the first step of communication and can put you in contact with U.S. Marshal Services or the FBI, the people that you need to get in communication with who are dealing with these types of things. So with the outgrowth of suicides over cyberbullying and the mental and emotional stress that comes from these types of things, I would encourage you that if you are dealing with this type of thing, take appropriate action, take the screenshots, keep a journal, keep things documented, report them to the appropriate social media, and then to the authorities if necessary. And if you do that, then you'll be in much better shape to be able to enjoy social media, which is supposed to be social. It's supposed to be something where we're educating, we're getting along, we're having relationships, we're building things. We may have disagreements, and there's nothing wrong with that. I encourage disagreements even on my page. And maybe you disagree with what I'm saying. If you do, put in the comments. That's perfectly fine. But if you engage in harassment, I'm going to report you. If you engage in spamming, I'm going to report you. I mean, that's what I'm going to do, because I don't have the time nor the inclination to deal with any of that bull crap. So, I certainly accept disagreements, and you can disagree multiple times. And even if you do, I'm not going to take any action on that. It's perfectly fine to disagree. I encourage it. I learn from disagreement. But if you're just being a jerk, I'm not going to keep you around, and neither should you. You shouldn't keep those people around either. So, hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell for future videos, and until next time, stay tuned.